Good evening and welcome. Here we go. Good ball angling into the batter and brilliant fielding in the outfield there. With that, the first runs of the innings and it brings Jfsc to the stretch. Once again, another delivery right on the money, on the good length mark, and a resolute defense from Vijay on that occasion. A good and accurate start from Aman Agarwal here. He's been right on the money since ball one and has conceded just one run of his first three deliveries. Once again, just a bit fuller on the off stump, well guided towards point to take a single. With that, Vijay Singh is also off the mark. And he's gone! You could see that was coming. A ball that dipped back into the batter, and that's the first wicket of the innings. An absolute jaffa from Aman there, and Dian had no answer to that question. Perfect start for the Crescent Warrior Club there. The decision to win the toss and opt to field has paid dividends here. An early wicket and just what they would have wanted. A lot of energy on the field and understandably so. After the fall of the first wicket, it's Ankit Jain who takes strike now. A dream start for Aman so far. Can he finish the first over well? Can he potentially get one more wicket here and really put the pressure back on Park Indian? Here we go for the last ball of the first over. Once again, a brilliant end to that over. Bang on the money, all six deliveries. Not giving any room, any width. A perfect start for Crescent Warrior Club there. And a exceptionally executed over from Aman Agarwal. After the end of the first over, Park Indians find themselves reeling at 2 runs for the loss of one wicket. Into the attack now is Raghavan Nambirajan with the second over of the innings. Taking strike is Vijay Singh, known for his explosive batting. The batter pulls away there and umpire signals a dead ball. A thickish outside edge and once again there's protection back there on third man. Yet another single. We are yet to see the first boundary of this innings. How long will they have to wait for that? Can Vijay Singh break the shackles with a huge one here? Or will Aman continue his dominant run here? That one stayed a bit low. Some uneven bounce there. Vijay was trying to drive it through the covers, but the bounce did not support him. This is unfolding to be another great over from Aman. Just 3 runs of his first 3 deliveries here. Can he finish this one well? Once again, brilliant line and length. Right on the stumps. That is where you exactly want to be. Again, a good defense of the back foot from Vijay there. Another dot ball. Great end to the over there. 3 consecutive dot balls to end that over. 3 gone. It's just 9 runs for the loss of 1 wicket. Park Indians would really like to get a move on here. It's Raghavan to continue. Can they maintain this amount of pressure? One more good over here for Crescent Warriors, and they'll feel that they are really on top of this match and would be in a position to dictate the happenings. Left down the ground was a good shot delivery. Unfortunately, it passed the wide guideline, and he'll have to bowl that again. A decent effort from Raghavan, but That's straying down the leg side and I'll have to bowl that again. Apologies once again and welcome back. The scoreboard currently reads 34 for the loss of 2 wickets here. We're in the final over of the power play and some extras bowled by the Crescent Warrior Club have enabled Park Indians to reach a dominant but stable position. Can the batters make advantage of this last over and get some quick runs before the fielding restrictions are lifted? Or can Crescent Warrior get another wicket? Let's see. It's Vinod Giri with ball in hand. That's in the air. Didn't get hold of it. Lands safe and goes into the boundary rope. Just what Park Indians ordered. A much needed boundary, and they'll surely need more of these. You've got a feel for the bowler there. He bowled it well, gave it some flight, gave it air, beat the batsman in the air, but eventually it's the batter that gets away with it and gets rewarded with a boundary nonetheless. Oh, that's a good comeback from Vinod there. It was well handled by Pratik and a slight misfield allowing them to steal a single there. With that, the power play comes to an end. 6 overs gone. Park Indians find themselves at 43 runs for the loss of 2 wickets. A decent recovery after an extremely slow start. The first 3 overs just yielded 9 runs for the batting side, and it's safe to say that they've come back in the last 3 overs of the power play. Can they keep this momentum going and put a respectable and huge total? Into the attack now is Saurabh Mehta for the first over after the power play. Once again, we can see so many field changes because of that crucial left-right combination. It just becomes so frustrating for the bowlers as well as the fielders. They constantly have to change their plans and their fielding as and when the strike rotates. That is the advantage you get when you have dual batters on the crease. Now straying down the leg side, tickled fine off his hips, but there's fine leg in place to restrict the batting side to a single there. The upliftment of the field restrictions now allow the fielding side to place 5 fielders outside the 30-yard circle, making scoring harder and helping the bowlers and the fielding team minimize the number of boundaries. Short delivery was in the air but falls safe. Single down to third man. Sensible batting from both batters, keeping the strike rotating, keeping the scoreboard ticking. Straying down the leg side and a good take by the keeper there. Saurabh will have to bowl that one again and he needs to make amends with his line. Crescent Warrior Club have allowed extras, have given a lot of extras and have allowed Park Indians back into the game. Can they assume control once again and bring the discipline they had in the first 3 overs of the innings? Well played, that was guided well towards deep point for yet another single. Once again, sensible, smart batting from the batters. Went for the Hoy, got the bottom edge on the bat, and a dot ball. And he's got him! What a delivery that! On the perfect length, came back into the batter, cramped him for room, and the result is in front of you. Stumps flying all over the place, just what a fast bowler wants to see, and it's Pratik who has to go back. Another huge wicket, another example of what disciplined and clinical bowling gets you. New batters were creased now is Alok. Chance of a run out there, and the throw was at the wrong end. Could have been another wicket there. The batsmen really need to sort communication out there in the middle. The last thing they want here is another wicket. good start from Vinod to the 8th over. Can they get another wicket here? Can they really put pressure on the batting side? Oh, stop, and what a shot! Straight over the bowler's head. It was there to be hit, and he dispatched it with disdain. Was in the slot outside the off stump, cleared his front leg, and just hammered it over the bowler. Good intent shown by Aniket there. He's been out there for a while now, and he's making his intentions clear. Pressure now back on Vinod. Oh, that one bounced sharply. Another example of some uneven bounce there. Good take by the keeper once again. And another dot ball for Crescent Warrior Club. Well guided, another miscommunication there. But an overthrow allows them to get a run. Finally, it's Alok on strike now. Can he give some support to Ankit Jain? Can they forge a much needed partnership here? Oh, that's a Jaffa. Huge appeal from the keeper. He thinks he's got his man. But the umpire does not agree. What a Jaffa there from Vinod Giri. And that would certainly wake Alok up. What a delivery up front. On the good land, turning away from him, and he was beaten. All ends up on that one. Well bowled there, outside the off stump, and Alok leaves it alone. And sensibly so. 8 overs gone now. Park Indians are 53 for the loss of 3 wickets. And we have a change in the bowling. It's Anuj Giri into the attack now. Time for some spin. Can the batters take advantage of this and get some quick runs? Or will spin help Crescent Warrior Club to further put pressure on the batting side? That's a great start, an appeal, but the ball was probably missing. Good start from Anuj there, right on the money. And he's made it clear that he's not gonna provide a lot of flight here. Once again, fired in and well played by Ankit to get a single. That brings back on strike Alok now. Huge appeal this time, but once again the umpire does not think it's out. Once again, Alok just set off from the crease. Good bowling this, keeping the pressure up, and Alok is definitely feeling the tension out in the middle. Once again, fired in, beaten for pace. Was a bit late on the cut shot there, and yet another dot ball. Ooh, that one came back in. Cramped him for room, but Alok does well to block it out. That one skidded through. Here we go. It has been an excellent over so far. Can he end it with a wicket here? Advances down the track, did not get the middle of the bat, and the ball did not go very intended. But still, it allows him to get a single and finally get off the. The great over the last one was just 2 runs coming off of it, and now we're underway with the 10th over and the last over before the break. Good short ball, well guided, and a misfield at the boundary, resulting in a 4. First boundary for Alok, and that'll do his confidence the world of good. Saurabh Mehta's back into the attack. It was a well directed short delivery, but the fielder not supporting him that time. Great comeback that. Right on the stumps, right on the batter's body. Good bowling. That was one Fuller in the block hole. Alok did well to block it out. He's visibly frustrated now. The pressure of dot ball seems to be getting to him. Once again, a good ball and played with soft hands for a delicate single. Good batting that. With that, 10 overs are done. Half the innings is underway. Park Indians are 61 for a loss of 3 wickets at the first drinks break. Welcome back. The drinks have been taken and the players are all set to resume the innings. It's Anuj Giri back into the attack, and the first 10 overs have been dominated by the bowlers. Some extremely controlled and concise bowling from Crescent Warrior Club, not allowing Park Indian batters to get off the mark. And they are motoring along at just over 6 runs an over. Can they pick up the pace here? It's Anuj Giri to Ankit Jain. Oh, that is well bowled. Good stride forward from Ankit Jain. Got the inside edge of the bat and will allow him to scamper across for a single. Great bowling and even better glove work. Even though this wicket will highlight in the bowler's end, it is the keeper's wicket here. A very sharp reaction catch there. No discredit to the bowler. It was an absolute jaffer, pitching on good length, turning away from the batter. Alok tried his best to defend it, but the ball getting his outside edge and a great reflex catch to send the fourth Park Indian batter back to the pavilion. A huge wicket just after the break. We were seeing those two put off some semblance of a partnership. But once again, Crescent Warrior Club breakthrough and are in complete control of the proceedings here. Oh, what a start! Almost got another wicket there. This is exceptional bowling from Anuj. New batter out is Dhruv Mehta. Completely outfoxed by that delivery there. Oh, well bowled. Rush the batter on. But Dhruv does well to guide it into the vacant gaps to get off strike and off the mark. Confident flick from Ankit there. Yet another single. This is turning out to be an exceptional over from Anuj here. Just 3 runs off it so far and an absolute gem to get a wicket. Can he probably get one more wicket here and really put an end to the momentum of that Park Indians have going? Tossed up down the leg side, no chance for the keeper there, and that'll be 5 wides. A welcome gift for Park Indians and not what Anuj would have wanted to bowl. It had been an extremely tidy over just after the break, and that was just released for a loss of 4 wickets now. And it's Saurabh Mehta back into the attack as both batters are out there in the middle having a conversation. Both of them realize how crucial it is for them to forge a partnership and give some guidance to this innings. One more wicket here and Crescent Warrior Club will really be in command. From the context of Park Indians, they really need this partnership to fire if they want to have any chance of posting a commendable and respectable total here. Again down the leg side, a good attempt from the keeper, but he could not hold on to it. Yet another four, yet another wide, five wides to the batting side. And that is on the 29th extra that the bowling side has conceded. Yes, they have been extremely clinical, but when they have not, they have been off the mark by a huge distance. Well played, well guided, just rolls his wrist on that, guides it to third man for a single. Sensible and stable batting from Ankit here, really turning out to be the rock of this innings. Good shot, a drive towards point, and yet another single. Good shot, really good shot, but unfortunately there is a fielder there. They'll come back for two. This is excellent running between the wickets, good coordination, and just what Park Indians need right now. It was a good shot, good flurry full drive, decent effort from the fielder there, but the batsman scamper across for 2 runs. Played with soft hands, another quick single. This is good running between the wickets. Not letting any dot balls, not allowing the bowler to settle here. Smart, sensible batting. Went for it, threw the kitchen sink at it, and as they say, fortune favors the brave. Inside edge, fortunately did not go onto the stumps, but finds the boundary rope. Just what Park Indians needed. This is the over they wanted to break through. Pressure on Saurabh here. It's turning out to be an extremely expensive over so far. Can he end it with dignity? Well bowled. A good end to an expensive over. 12 gone. It's 83 for the loss of 4 wickets. A huge over for the batting side. 14 runs coming off of it. And this is what they want to continue. They have the momentum now. Can they build on it? It's Anuj back into the attack. He has looked like the pick of the bowlers. Two extremely tidy overs. Can he curb the run throw and get his team back into it after an expensive over? It's Ankit Jain on strike. 8 overs to go. They really want to get a move on. They would want to continue what they did in the previous over. Ankit now batting on 24 after 29 deliveries. Oh, absolute beauty that one. Ankit had no idea where that ball went. It was fired in faster than the previous two deliveries. Went away from the batter and going past the outside edge once again. Oh, once again induces the edge this time. Yet another dot ball. What a start to the 13th over this has been. Four consecutive dot balls. And surely the mounting pressure of the dot balls is getting to Ankit here. Hit down the ground, did not get all of it, and it does not even cross the stumps on that occasion. What an over! Five consecutive dot balls. Are we going to see the first maiden over of this innings, or can Ankit Jain break free on the last ball? Here we go. Last ball of the 13th over. Oh, plays it onto the leg side for a single. Another great over from Manoj. Just one run coming off that. Welcome back. Once again, a sincere apologies for a technical error there. In case you missed it, Pak Indians currently are at 101 runs for the loss of 4 wickets. The previous over, an expansive maximum by Ankit Jain got them over the 100 run mark. It was a crucial shot for Ankit personally as well. Into the attack now is Anuj Giri bowling to Dhruv. Another dot ball. Last ball of the 15th over. Brilliant running between the wickets to steal a single. 15 gone. It's 103 for the loss of 4 wickets. And that ends a spell from Anuj Giri. What a clinical and economic spell it was. He bowled the tight lines, he bowled with absolute control and commanded proceedings there. 4 overs, just 13 runs conceded at an economy of 3.25, while also picking up a crew. But he'll have to bowl that one again. Now into the attack for his first over is Amit. Ooh, that was a good ball, tossed up and hitting the perfect length straight away. Good block from Janak on that occasion. As we move to the death overs of the first innings, let's see which team will take the upper hand. Once again, tossed up, good delivery, and the batsman scamper across due to a leg bye. The next 22 balls are set to bring about a lot of excitement. Big boundaries, big sixes, and big wickets are what we can expect. Here we go, right on cue, full toss, chance of a run out. Is he gone? Good fielding there and great glove work, but has the batsman made it back in the crease? Yes, he has. Swift reaction from Dhruv, ensuring that he still stays out there in the middle. Here we go, just an indication of the excitement that is bound to come in the next 21 deliveries. Oh, great delivery there. Miscommunication once again. Another chance of a run out. Once again an appeal, but once again, great running from Dhruv. He survives twice. Living on the edges now. He's living on the edge right now. Two balls and he survives two run out chances. Great over so far from the bowling side's point of view. Just 3 runs coming off of it. Once again, the ball tails back in. Once again, the communication from both batters is weak. But eventually, another leg by and yet another single. Oh, well bowled. Slightly slower this time outside the off stump and beats the batter. Yet another dot ball. 17 gone. It's 112 for 5. And the end of yet another economical over. Just 3 runs coming off of it. And all three of them were buys or leg buys. It's Raghavan with his last over into the attack. Some field changes now as we move towards the last 3 overs of the first innings. Oh, that's well bowled. Beat him for pace there. Yet another single for Janak. Oh, great delivery. Fired that one in. Dhruv looking to cut it but misses it completely. Good start to this over now from Raghavan once again. Costa was there to be hit and he dispatched that. What a hit! A colossal maximum. What a shot! Gave it flight. Unfortunately, was unable to control the length. Took it as a full toss and just whacked it out of the ground. Great shot from Dhruv. This is the fireworks that his team needs from him. This time advances down the track. It's in the air once again and it's another maximum. Brilliant batting from Dhruv. He's taking the attack to the bowler. Back to back sixes, both on the leg side. Raghavan suddenly under a lot of pressure now. Exceptional batting from Dhruv. Can he get 3 in a row here? Good comeback, good comeback. Sensible bowling from Raghavan, keeping it away from the hitting arc, learning from his mistakes, and that is exactly the kind of ball his team wanted from him. Here we go, last ball of the 18th over. good ball, and Dhruv visibly frustrated there. He feels he missed out on a good one. That brings the end of a great spell from Raghavan. A slightly expensive last over, but still a great effort overall. 4 overs, 30 runs, and 2 huge wickets. Two extremely important wickets, which also included the wicket of the set batter Ankit Jain. Amit back into the attack to bowl the penultimate over of this innings. Good shot on the offside, straight to the fielder, and Amit concedes his first runs of the bat. Goes down the ground, converted into a full toss, but did not get all of it. A few bounces and straight to the fielder at long on, and yet another single for Dhruv. The dugout on their feet, cheering their batters on. They know how important these last 2 overs are. That's in the air. Can the fielder get there? No chance. That's a maximum. Just what the doctor ordered. Another huge hit. It's from Janak's bat this time. Was short and outside the off stump. Got into a good position and whacked that over point for a six. Indians needed. This is turning out to be a great over for the batting side. Visibly, some field changes being made. Pressure on Amit now. Can he deliver this last ball well? Here we go. Last ball of the 19th over. Dhruv dances down once again, and this time he's beaten. What a comeback from Amit, and it is the bowler who has the last laugh. Swift glove work from the keeper and a stumping to send Dhruv back, but not before he's played an extremely valuable and crucial cameo of 30 runs, a quick fire innings that saw 3 boundaries and 2 maximums. Here we go, last over of the inning, and it's Saurabh Mehta with ball in hand. It's Rishil Shah who will join Janak at the crease now. Smashed in the air, and that's a six! What a shot! That's absolutely ridiculous. You cannot do that. What a shot! With good ball, well directed short ball at the body. Jarak does well to play towards the fielder and take a single. That brings on strike Rishil Shah. Let's see what he can do of 4 balls. Oh, he'll have to bowl that again. Once again, we see wide and four, 5 wides. It was a decent bouncer, but got a bit too high. No chance for the keeper there. And that will bring up the 150 for Park Indians. A huge cheer from the dugout. And it has been an amazing recovery from the batting side. Pressure certainly on Saurabh now. He's conceded 12 of his first two deliveries. Can he make a comeback? We know he can. There you go. Good slower one, good short ball. The batsman beaten all ends up. Good comeback from Saurabh. This is what he needs to do for the remaining three deliveries of this over. In the air, and there's no one there. What a shot! Virat Kohli would blush after that cover drive. What a hit from Rishir Shah straight away off the middle of the bat over the cover fielder. This is exceptional batting. Saurabh under tremendous pressure here. Great over. This is turning out to be for Park Indians. Here we go. Last two balls. Are we in for some more fireworks here? Well bowled, well bowled. A slower one outside the off stump. An off cutter that beat Rishil Shah completely. Dot ball right now. Gold, absolute gold at this stage of the game. As we gear up for the last ball of the innings, what do you think it will be? A wicket, a 4 or a 6? Here we go. All set for the last ball of the first innings. Short ball, well bowled. And that's a last ball and they'll get a run out. Decent recovery in the last two balls from Saurabh, but a huge, huge over for the batting side. Helps them get over the 154 mark. Eventually a decent recovery after reeling at 9 runs. 44 extras coming in that innings and helps Park Indians to post a commendable and respectable total of 154 runs for the loss of 6 wickets. And with that, Mayur is off the mark. First runs coming off the bat there for Crescent Warrior Club. On strike now is Raghavan. Can he back up his excellent performance with ball with bat in hand this time? As he scans the field, looking for gaps that he can exploit. It's Anuj ready with the second ball of the innings. Again, straying down the leg side. He'll have to re-bowl that one again. Yet another wide. He has been a bit loose with his line so far. He's already considered two wides. He'll want, and his team will want him to get the control back on his line and length. Good shot there, and he'll scamper across for a single. Off the mark straight away. Lot of chirp and lot of chatter from Park Indians out there in the middle. Constantly encouraging their bowler. They know how crucial an early breakthrough will be, and they desperately need one. There you go. Great delivery. Good short ball. An ambitious call for a single there, but rightly so denied by the non-striker. Ooh, that one stayed down low, but he did well. Great piece of fielding there, and he's got him! What a display of athleticism there! And with that, we have our first wicket. It was a call for a cheeky single there, and they would have made it. But that's an extraordinary field of fielding there. And with that, Crescent Warrior lose their first wicket. It's Raghavan who has to go back. Just the start that Crescent Warriors needed. And what a way to get a wicket. Striding out to the middle now is Aran. Good balance there from Aran, but still a dot ball at cover. Spirits of the fielding side are up, and understandably so. Constantly cheering their bowler on, applying pressure on the new batter in the crease. Left alone there, sensibly from Aran. First over gone, it's 4 runs for a loss of one. Into the attack now for the second over is Yash. Short delivery, cut away. Great effort from the fielder there. But the ball wins the chase. First boundary of the innings, and Mayur is off to a flyer. Waited on that delivery, transferred his weight onto the back foot, and cut it away into the gap. Post up sweeps. No one there at fine leg. Great effort from the fielder there, but once again is unable to stop it. Yet another boundary to Mayur's account. Consecutive boundaries now. And Yash is under serious pressure. First two deliveries of his spell, both of them going for four. Smart batting from Mayur, not letting the new bowler settle down, applying the pressure straight. Oh, that's a good comeback. Kept it away from the hitting up, tossed it up. Mayur once again looking to sweep it, but missed it this time. Enthralling over so far. Three balls in, we've seen two boundaries. Can we see some more here? Once again, waits on it. Another call for a single. Turned down by a non-striker, and rightly so. Third instance of Mayur asking for a single there. Well bowled, well bowled. That's exactly where he wants to be. Decent comeback from Yash this time. After being hit for two boundaries, come back strongly with three dot balls. With that, yet another misfield. And that results in the third boundary of the over. Huge over for the batting side, 12 coming off of it. And Mayur seems to be on fire. He's seeing the ball like a football right now. Two overs gone. It's 16 for the loss of one wicket. And now it's Anuj Goyal to continue. Thickish outside edge. There was no second slip there. And Aran gets off the mark. Great shot. Was down the leg side, helped it on its way. Leg by signal by the umpire, and there'll be four more runs. Mayur is making his intentions very clear here. He's here to get the chase done quickly. Not exactly the greatest of deliveries. He's erred on the leg side in his first over as well, but he came back. Can he do that once again? Can he get his line length and his rhythm back? that one stayed really low. Hurt the keeper there. And that will allow the batsman to scamper across for a single, courtesy a bye. Oh no, the keeper looks to be in some kind of pain here. Let's just hope it's nothing too serious. Keeper getting the required medical attention required. We just hope he'll be fine and be able to continue. Here we go. He's back and we are glad that he's back. Good delivery to resume proceedings there. Well directed short ball and well guided by Aran for a single. Oh, that's a brilliant short delivery. Climbed up on Mayul there. Great execution there from Anuj. Completely surprised the batter. Some steep and uneven bounce helping him unsettle Mayul there. Great comeback in this over so far. Can he end it well? What a shot! Look at that! He's absolutely crunched that. Look at the balance and posture there. That was absolutely scintillating. Was wide outside the off stump, was there to be hit, got into a terrific position and just crunched it. Ferociously cut to the boundary, and Aran gathers his first boundary of the innings. 3 overs gone, it's 28 for the loss of 1 wicket. Huge confusion there, and a wide to start off the over. Into the attack now is Kush Merchant. He'll have to re-bowl his first delivery and was way off target. Some changes in the field being made there, and we're all set. Good shot there, was cut well but straight to the fielders. Good field placement there by the captain. Once again, another wide ball, straying way off target. He needs to get some control back into his bowling here. We saw in the first innings how many extras Crescent Warriors gave away. Park Indians need to learn from their mistakes and not give away simple bonus runs. There you go, full in the air and he's got him! Mayur is gone, looking to strike one over mid on, but he hits it straight down the neck. Huge wicket. Mayur was looking in great touch, but he'll have to go back to his dismay and his side. A huge breakthrough for Pak Indians, just what they needed. His partnership was starting to build. It was important to cut it short. New batter now is Sarthak Patkar, and the scoreboard currently reads 30 runs for the loss of 2 wickets. Here we go. Once again a wide delivery, but as long as he's taking wickets, his team won't mind. Third wide of the over so far. Much better, much better. You could see that is what he was trying to do from the very first ball, trying to keep it away from the hitting arc, and this time it was within the wide guidelines. Oh, a huge swing from the batter there, but beaten all ends up. Another good delivery from Koshier. He seems to be troubling the batsman. Huge cheer on the fielding side. They're constantly keeping the pressure on the new batter, continuously passing words of encouragement for their bowlers. Good teamwork and camaraderie here. What a delivery! That was a great ball. Brilliant comeback from coach. This is exactly what his team wants, and you can see that the fielding side are up on their toes. Lot of chatter out there in the middle. The batsmen ought to be feeling the pressure right now. Oh, sensibly well left from Sarthak there. That brings an end to the fourth over and a very successful over from Kush. Despite the wise, he's conceded just 3 runs. 4 gone is 31 for 2, and Crescent Warrior Club are in a slight spot of bother. Look at that shot. Look at his posture. Look at that finesse. Absolutely gorgeous maximum. Waited for it, was in the slot to be hit, and just clobbered it in. Brings up the first maximum of the innings, and Aran seems to be set for a big one here. Oh, great comeback from the bowler, and sensibly well left from Aran. Seems to be a very mature and composed player here. Just what Crescent Warrior would need from him. A long innings right till the end. Good comeback from Anuj there. Good shot, good drive there. A misfield allowing the batters to scamper across for a quick single. Aran gets off strike now and it's Saltak back on strike. Saltak would be itching to get off the mark here. He's played 4 dot deliveries and he would just love to get off the mark. I guess he'll have to wait another delivery for that. A brilliant ball from Aloj, right in the block hole. But Saltak does well to fend it off. It's been a great comeback from Anuj so far. After being smashed for the maximum of the very first ball, he's conceded just a single of the next 3. Oh, that's absolutely unfortunate. You've got to feel for the bowler there. Seem to have kissed the stumps, but the batsman get 4 runs here. You could see the frustration and look of anguish on Anuj's face. as another inside edge allows the batter to get a boundary. And with that, Sarthak gets off the mark. Extremely unfortunate for the bowler there. He did absolutely nothing wrong, and there's nothing much that he can do. But luck favors the side of the batter. Here we go. Last ball of the fifth over. Huge grunt from Anuj, resulting in a dot ball. Well fended off by Sarthak. 5 gone. It's 42 for the loss of 2 wickets. And Crescent Warriors are well poised in the context of this run chase. And it's Ankit Jain with ball in hand for the last over before the power play ends. Last opportunity for the batters to leverage the fielding restriction. Let me remind you that only two fielders can be placed outside the 30-yard circle right now. And it is the perfect opportunity for the batters to gather and harness as many boundaries as they can. Here we go. First ball of the sixth over. Oh, what a delivery there! Beat him all ends up. Drifted in with the angle and turned away sharply after pitching. A run completely beaten there and a brilliant start to the over from Ankit. Tossed up, there's a full toss and he's heaved that for six. What a shot from Aran, brings up his second maximum. Such a graceful player. What a shot that was there to be hit. Slightly overpitched. Got onto the front foot, converted it into a lower full toss and just hoiked it over mid on. Yet another six of Aran's bat. And he's looking in fine touch today. Here we go. Third ball. Can Ankit bounce back? Well bowled, dragged the length back, kept it away from the hitting arc, and a dot ball. This is turning out to be a riveting contest between these two. Two dot balls and a huge maximum of the first three deliveries. Where is this over headed? Will be extremely interesting to see. Another hit, another maximum, and it hits the live floodlights this time. What a colossal strike from Aran. He seems to be single-handedly taking the bowling on. Second maximum of the innings, and that brings up the 50 for Crescent Warrior Club. And what a way to get there. Was in the slot, got down on one knee, and slog swept it for six. Such sweet connection from the middle of the bat. And Aran seems to be in extremely good touch today. Pressure shifts back to Ankit Jain now. Two balls to go before the power play ends. Dot ball, a decent comeback from Ankit, but it has already been an expensive over with two huge maximums. Can he end with a dot, or will Aran get another maximum of this ball? Well bowled, and well defended from Aran. Good over for the batting side. With that, the power play is concluded, and Crescent Warrior Club are currently at 54 runs for the loss of two wickets. A good start to the run chase. Let me remind you once again that the power play fielding restrictions have ended, and now the fielding side can have up to five fielders outside the 30-yard circle. It's Kush Merchant to continue, and he starts off with a brilliant delivery. Good length delivery outside the off stump. Sarthak looking to drive it but misses it completely. A dot ball to start the seventh over. Kush got a huge wicket in his previous over. Can he get one more here? Can he really get his team back into the match and stem the flow of runs here? Again, well bowled on good length, jagging back in slightly, and another solid block from Sarthak. Full outside the off stump, and he'll have to reball that one. Umpire signals wide, and yet another extra run for Crescent Warriors. Cut away beautifully. There's a fielder there. Exceptional effort from the fielder in the deep, but he's unable to stop that as the ball goes beyond the boundary rope. A great cut shot from Saltak, and it's his second boundary of the innings. Yet another boundary of the last ball of the seventh over. A lucky one this time for Saltak. And with that, after 7 overs, Crescent Warriors are cruising along at a run rate of 9 and currently stand at 63 runs for the loss of two wickets. We now have another change in the bowling. It's Krishav Khimawat to bring us the eighth over of the innings. On strike is Aran. He's looking good touch so far. Oh, that's a good ball. Outside the off stump, keeping a bit low. The keeper has come up to the stumps. Good start to the eighth over from Krishiv. That is beautifully played. That is exceptional game awareness from Aran. Knew exactly where the fielders were. It was a good slower one by Krishiv, but Aran just taking advantage of that, opening the face of the bat at the very last moment to collect yet another gorgeous boundary. Left alone that prime from Aran. A good comeback from Krishiv this time. Pull the length back. Again, that is where he wants to be. On the good length area. The previous delivery was a bit fuller and Aran guided it beautifully to the boundary fence. A good punch and a quick single. Great running between the wickets by the both batters to steal a single there. With that, Aran gets to 30 runs of just 18 balls and brings back on strike Sarthak Patkar. Left alone this time as well. This is a good line from Krishiv. Flirting with the wide guidelines there, but managing to keep it in every time. Good over so far. Can he end it well? Great delivery. Slower one. Again outside the off stump. Ends a really good over from Krishiv. Just 5 runs coming off of it. 8 gone. It's 68 for the loss of 2 wickets. Here we go. Last ball of the ninth over now. He'll have to bowl that one again. Just outside the white tram lines. Decent over so far. 5 coming of the 5 deliveries. Good shot from Maran there. Pierced the gap on the offside. Great effort from the fielder in the deep. Saved 2 runs for his team. Arhan comes back for 2. And after the end of 9 overs, Crescent Warriors are cruising along at 75 for the loss of 2 wickets. Here we go now. Krishiv back into the attack for the last over before the drinks break. Oh, right on the block hole. What a ball to start off. That extremely well played from Sarthak as well to keep that one out. A precise start to the 10th over from Krishiv. He's got thrown the kitchen sink at it. Fielder getting underneath. Oh, and he's put it down. Did extremely great shot, drilled down the ground, and with that, drinks are being taken. 10 overs gone. It's 82 for the loss of 2 wickets. Welcome back. The drinks have been taken and the scoreboard currently reads 82 runs for the loss of 2 wickets. If you're joining us now, Crescent Warriors have been set a target of 155 runs. In the first 10 overs, they've motored along, scoring 82 runs. Even after losing 2 early wickets, they seem to be in complete control, courtesy an exceptional knock by Aran Giridhar, batting on 39 not out of 23 balls, laced with 3 boundaries and 3 huge maximums. Now back into the attack is Yash for his second over and the 11th over of the innings. On strike is Sarthak Patkar. Good delivery, good cut shot, straight to the point field in the deep. Oh no, that's a very unfortunate misfield, and that will result in the boundary. You can see the disappointment on the bowler's face. That is not what you want. First ball after the break, and a simple and unfortunate misfield, allowing the batting team to collect a boundary. Straight to the fielder at cover this time. Good comeback from Yash, a dot ball. Oh, that is well played with soft hands, and the batsman scamper across to steal a quick single. Good batting from Sarthak here. He's playing good knock, playing second fiddle to the brilliance and finesse of Aran Giridhar here. What a shot! Was tossed up in the slot, and he's absolutely nailed that one as well. His fourth six of the inning so far, and he's in sublime touch today. Once again, brings out the sweep shot. Once again, in the long on region. That seems to be his region of choice. Yet another huge maximum. This is turning out to be a very expensive over right after the break. 11 coming of the first four deliveries of this over. Can Yash make a comeback? Slower one, dragged it back. Well played by Aran. Goes on the back foot, punches it into the gap for a single. Sensible batting from him once again, rotating the strike after hitting a six. There we go. Last ball of the 11th over. Yet another quick single. Brilliant running between the wickets. And that concludes a big over for the batting side. 14 runs coming off that over. And after 11 overs, it's 96 for the loss of two wickets. Back into the attack now is Ankit Jain. Park Indians desperate for a wicket here. They know if they don't break this partnership, these two will just run away with the game. The partnership is already worth a staggering 65 runs and has completely solidified this innings. Tossed up in the air, and he's lofted it over covers for yet another maximum. These two seem to be in a hurry to get things over with. And that magnificent inside out shot also brings up the 100 for the Crescent Warrior Club. A great shot lofted over covers, once again sublimely timed. Ankit under immediate pressure, back into the attack, and his very first ball is dispatched for a maximum. Tossed up once again, hitting the pads. A good comeback from Ankit this time. Oh, another good delivery. That one kept low. Again, Sarthang looking to cut it on the offside, but once again, the ball was a bit too close to his body for him to pull out that shot. Lucky for him to have survived there. Good comeback from Ankit so far. Two consecutive dot balls after being struck for a maximum. Lost it in the air. Fielder getting underneath. Can he get there? Oh no. Another great effort from the fielding side. Unfortunately, could not hang on to the catch. Did extremely well to get to the ball. But once again, luck seems to be on Sarthak's side as he gets yet another boundary. His fifth of the innings so far. And with that, Crescent Warriors just seem to be running away with this game and seem to be in a hurry to get this over with quickly. Well bowled, kept it away from the hitting arc and thus resulting in a dot ball. 5 overs into the over and he's conceded 10 runs. He really needs to end this over well. Ankit has erred on the expensive side today, conceding 22 of the 11 balls he's bowled so far. Can he turn things around with a wicket of his last ball? Oh, that's a great delivery. Fired it quicker. Yorker on the off stump. And another dot ball to end. A good end to the over from Ankit. 10 coming off it. 12 gone. It's 105 for 2. Back into the attack now is Shivam Kadam. 8 overs left in the game and Crescent Warriors require 50 runs. Great shot of the back foot, absolutely crunched. Good work in the field there to restrict the batting side to just a single. That is well played from Sarthak. Sensible batting. Got onto the back foot and nudged it away to point for a quick single. That time from a run. Good delivery that from Shivam, keeping it away from the hitting arc. Consistent line and length on the off stump. Hammered straight down the ground. The bowler managing to get his foot on it. Definitely saved his team 3 runs there. Good display of sportsmanship from the batter there. clearly going and apologizing to the bowler for that shot. Great over so far from Shivam. Just 3 runs of his first 4 balls. Once again, well played straight to the point fielder and yet another single. Good batting by these two. They know the target is not huge right now and they're simply chipping away at the target with sensible, quick singles. Through the absolute kitchen sink at that one, the Daran, but only an edge. Dot ball and end of a very good over from Shivam. There's 4 runs coming off of it and 13 gone. It's 109 for 2. Krishiv back into the attack to bowl the 14th over. He's been tidy so far, conceding just 12 runs of his first 2 overs. Can he pick up a wicket here? Can he get his side back in the game? Good shot first off. That's in the gap and that's a boundary. Strong, powerful shot from Sarthak on the leg side, and that's yet another boundary. His sixth of the innings so far. Welcome back. The previous over went for 17 runs, also saw a run getting to a much deserved 50. But the onslaught continues out here. First ball of the 15th over, and Sarthak Pathak has dispatched that to the boundary. Seventh boundary of the innings. And with that, the 100 partnership comes up between these two. What a game defining partnership this has been. 21 runs coming off the last 7 balls for this side, and they seem to be in a hurry to close this one out. A gorgeous and well crafted 50 from Aran coming to life in the previous over. Oh, to add salt to the wounds, it's a no ball. That means there'll be a free hit here. Can Sarthak get to his 50 with a 6? Yes, he can. Right on cue. Was in the slot. Was there to be hit. And he's heaved it over long off. What a strike. Got another ball and absolutely clobbered that for 6. Gets to his 50 in some style. Massive, colossal hit that. And Yash under tremendous pressure now. His very first delivery going for 11 runs. And Crescent Warriors in striking distance of a win here. Well bowled this time. Gave it some flight. Pulled the line back. Deceived the batter in the air. Oh, once again he looked to clear the boundary ropes with that one, but missed it all ends up this time. Smart bowling from Yash, keeping it outside the hitting arc of the batter, resulting in yet another dot ball. Played off the back foot this time into the gap for a single. Gets off strike. Huge over so far. And yet there are two balls still to be bowled. Aran on strike now. Dances down the track. That's up in the air. Can the fielder get under it? Yes, he can. He's gone. Yash has the final laugh, but is it a bit too late? Aran has to depart after a gorgeous knock and elegantly compiled 59 of 33 balls. He has been the cornerstone why Crescent Warriors are in such a good position in this chase. Unfortunately, was not able to close the game out and has to depart after a brilliant innings of 59. A wide smile on his face as he's greeted with warm applause from the dugout. Take a bow, Aran. What a great innings. New batsman at the crease now is Gautam Saini. Oh, that's well bowled. A good start for Gautam. A good delivery outside the off stump, turning away from his hitting arc. Yes, another great delivery, another dot ball. Well bowled from Ankit this time. A good start to this over. Two consecutive dot balls to Sarthak Patkar here. Huge appeal from the fielding side, but not much excitement shown by the bowlers. Three consecutive dot balls now, shaping out to be a really good over. But is it a bit too late now? It's just 17 runs required of 27 balls. What a shot! Look at that! Waited on the ball, got off to the back foot, transferred his weight beautifully, and pierced the gap with that ferocious cut shot. Eighth boundary of the innings for Salthak, and Crescent Warrior Club requiring just 13 runs now. Once again to the right of the fielder this time, but the fielder does well to get around. Just a single on this occasion. Last ball of the 16th over, and Crescent Warrior Club are two huge strikes away from winning it. On strike is the new batter Gautam Saini, yet to face his first delivery. Huge appeal, and he's gone. Gone for a goal. Welcome back. Once again, a sincere apologies for the delay there. We are within striking distance of a victory. Just 5 runs needed of 3 overs, and it's Sarthak Patkar on strike. Good disciplined bowling this from Ankit Jain, not letting him free his arms. Two consecutive dot balls to start the over. Went for the big heave, appeal for a stumping, but the umpire doesn't seem interested. Three consecutive dot balls now. A good start to this over. Confusion there, mix up in the middle, and that's a run out. Himanshu unselfishly sacrificing his wicket, and half the batters are back in the shed with just 5 runs to win now. Is there another turn in the tail here? Is there a twist in the tide? Let's see what we've got. New batter in now is Saurabh Mehta. Good shot of the front foot and a quick single. Saurabh Mehta off the mark straight away. Just 4 runs required now as we come up with the last ball of the 18th over. Tidy spell from Aniket Jain so far. Just 6 runs considered in his last 11 deliveries. With just 1 run coming off this over so far. Can he get another wicket here? Can he get the set batter Sarthak out here? Here we go. Last ball of the 18th over. Well played into gap. Another mix up. A direct hit, but the batsman already made his ground. Oh, no backup there, allowing the batting side to steal one more extra run. Two runs coming off that ball, 18 gone. It's 153 for 5. And Crescent Warrior Club just require 2 runs to take this home now. Wide down the leg side, and just like that, the scores are level. Just 1 run required now, and just a matter of time before this match comes to a close. Here we go, once again. Kush Merchant with ball in hand. Bowling to Saurabh Mehta on strike. Cut away into the gap, and they end the match with a boundary. A gorgeous hit to get things over, and a successful and well executed chase. Brilliant batting from two batters in particular, Aran and Salthak. A 100 run partnership with both of them scoring extraordinary 50s to take their team to a comfortable and dominant chase. And just with that, Crescent Warrior Club take this match away, winning by a dominant margin of 5 wickets over Park Indians.